Hi, I'm Grace Brooks, and I will be doing a compilation of scenes from the play Eleemosynary by Lee Blessing. This is a memory play, so it jumps around, flashback, flash forward in the middle of sentences, the middle of the scene. So, just gotta pay attention.
Who's in your show?
Alex is playing Echo, who is the daughter. Sharleigh is playing Artie, who is the mother, and Maggie is playing Dorothea, who is the grandmother.
Eleemosynary. E-L-E-E-M-O-S-Y-N-A-R-Y. Eleemosynary. It's my favorite word. And not just because I won with it either. It's always been my favorite. Eleemosynary. Of or pertaining to alms. Charitable. It comes from the Latin, but it's our word now. This is my grandmother. She had a stroke.
Could you open the drapes, dear?
She can't really talk. I can hear her, though. At least, I think I can.
That's nice. It's warm.
She's 75 years old. I know she doesn't look it. That's not how I see her.
I feel 50 today.
I know. My grandmother believed that you could fly using only a pair of homemade wings and proper classical training. In 1958, she made a 10-minute movie, fully professional, of herself and her daughter, my mother, trying it out.
Hello, I am Dorothea Westbrook, and I intend to prove that man, or in this case woman, can fly without the aid of any motor of any kind, using only the simple pair of wings you see my daughter Artemis wearing here today. We will try 2 experiments. First, the very steep hill, and next, the wooden tower.
Sometimes I think all the trouble started in 1958.
I wish I could be flying today, but arthritis makes that impossible. Is the camera going? Splendid. Artie?
Mom?
Remember all I've taught you.
Dorothea raised me from the time I was 2. By 9, I could do calculus.
I am not jumping off that tower.
Of course you are.
You said this would be safe.
It is safe. Look at the base. We've piled up dry leaves.
Dry leaves!
My grandmother made me love words. My mother helped too, a little.
Are you my daughter or not?
By 12, I decided to be the greatest speller in history, for life. No one told me that spelling bees were only for kids. I thought there was an adult division.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I forgive you.
I can feel my grandmother in me. My mother too, a little. Something flies straight through us. Straight through Dorothea to me. It's a gift.
The secret of flight lies in the assurance that we are worthy of flying.
I guess it's a gift.
I have trouble with my memory. It can't forget anything. It's all up here, total recall. There are some people who'd be grateful for it, I suppose, but to me it's like I'm some sort of memorial with all the names of the dead etched in. No way to erase. My daughter, Echo, sometimes thinks I'm against education. I'm not against education. I'm just against remembering what you learn. Echo, I have to hang up now.
Can we do a few more?
I have to hang up.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Really?
Really.
Goodbye.
Bye. My mother made sure I had tutors from the age of 4. Meanwhile, my father worried that too much learning would hurt my hopes for marriage, but Dorothea told him that a smart girl can hide what she learns, so there's still a chance for happiness.
Well, that's true in a way.
I'm telling this. When I was 18, I got pregnant.
It was an accident.
Mother? In 14 years of tutoring, no one, including my mother, ever brought up the facts of life.
You can't be pregnant. You can't. You are 18.
Mother, I am.
You're going to college.
I can't help that.
Of course you can. What about your college career?
What college career? I'm going to be a mother.
No, you are not. You don't have to be.
Of course I have to.
No, you don't. Think about it.
What? Do you give it up for adoption?
No, that would mean your father finding out. If he knew about this, he'd have you married in 5 minutes. And no college either. You're going to have to do something else.
What? That's illegal.
In some states, but
No!
Why not?
I won't do that.
Why?
It's a life.
It is that life or yours.
How can you say that?
Think a minute. If you do this, if you go through with this, none of our plans, none of your potential. Don't you see? You will spend the next 20 years of your life trying to catch up with yourself. You won't be you anymore. You'll just be something this child needs.
What's wrong with that?
You could be something more, something else.
I don't want to be anything more.
She's bright, isn't she?
You call chewing on a wing, right?
She already speaks Greek a little.
She doesn't know what she's saying.
Yes, she does. Other people don't, but she does.
I have a job offer.
Oh, in research?
Yes. Echo, stop chewing on this. Yes, I do.
For how long?
No limit.
Permanently.
If I want, isn't that good news?
Echo.
Echo,
I am.
Are you sure you have to take this position?
it's the logical next step.
Well, what country is it in? Can I come visit?
Europe. I don't want you to visit.
Well, I have to come visit. I have to see Echo for one.
You can see her here. Every day. I want you to keep her.
Keep her? For how long?
For good. Echo,
Yeah.
I want you to keep her for good.
Not long after that, Mom suggested spelling bees. It was probably her way of saying sorry for running away from me that time. It got pretty important to her, though. She ended up calling a lot more.
I'll find one just a minute. Metamorphosis. You know that one, huh? How about solipsis? You know that? Well, no, all right. Peronymus. Good, that's right. Now let's just... Damn! What? No, I just dropped the damn book, that's all. I'm trying to get dinner ready and... No! Don't call back. I'm fine. Stay home.
I think she liked helping me. She spent a lot of time on it.
What do you mean that's not a hard one? Opgun is a hard one. Spell it.
Opgun. O-P-P-U-G-N. Opgun.
Fine.
It was strange suddenly talking to her so much.
How was school today?
It was fine. They want me to take college courses.
You're only 13.
You gotta start sometime. How's work?
Fine. We're seeing some promising results of that new anticoagulant drug.
You're seeing?
Well, we hear back. Oh, damn.
What?
Drop the peas.
I should call back.
No, they're frozen. Stay on.
So what are you working on?
The potatoes.
No, I mean at work.
Oh, something with a carrot extract. Looks pretty promising. You want another word?
Once, right in the middle of the conversation, I asked her why she left me. No warning. She was in the middle of giving me a word and I just asked. All she said was,
You, want another word?
we were both asleep in chairs when she died. The nurse found us like that. It must have looked like a mass suicide. She woke up Artie and told her first. But
Thank you.
The next day, Mom and I got into our first real fight.
It started over the wings.
She wanted to burn me.
I didn't think that was so unreasonable.
I had found out she'd been burning things all day. Anything that was evidence of Dorothea's eccentricity. Like she'd been a witch or something.
I didn't say she was a witch.
They were hers.
Your Uncle Bill is bringing his whole family, his wife and 2 girls.
What if we put them in the garage?
The girls are just a little older than you.
What are we going to do with Grandma's things?
I don't care! I think you'll like your Uncle Bill. He was always my favorite brother. They have a very nice family. They'd like you to live with them.
What?
They say they'd be very happy if you went to live with them.
And whose idea was this?
It's mine. They're a very normal family.
I don't want a normal family.
I'd be bad for you. I've always been bad for you.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing.
Then why do you keep leaving me?
Echo!
Why?
I used to teach you the wrong things. Do you know that?
What do you mean, wrong things?
I taught you the wrong names for things when you were starting to talk. I'd point at the floor and say ceiling, point at the door and say window, and you'd laugh and say ceiling and window. And I began to hope that if I could just retard you a little, just to be normal. I thought if you didn't seem so bright, she might get disinterested and leave us alone. But she didn't. She noticed you were mixed up on 1 or 2 concepts, so she snuck around until she caught me telling you your hands were your feet. She accused me of intellectual child abuse. That sounds ridiculous, but it was true. I was angry at you for picking her, for wanting her more.
I wanted you both.
You couldn't have both. You got her. She was better for you than I could have been. The next day, I moved from my room to Dorothea's room. The day after that, I moved from Dorothea's room to a guest room. A couple days later, I moved down to a sleeping porch. I planned to go back home after tying things up, but the day before I left, I turned around and...
Hello.
What are you doing here?
All my stuff's in the hall. Where do you want me to put it?
Where's your Uncle Bill?
I left them.
Why?
I don't know. We were all going to one of Whitney and Beth's lacrosse games, and I just left them.
I'll go call them.
Tell them I'm staying here.
You are not staying here. You are not.
You said you loved me.
I said yes and no.
Uncle Bill hardly remembers you. Do you know that? I asked him what you were like as a little girl, and he couldn't even say. He remembers Grandma even less. To them, she was just some woman who lived some big, embarrassing life.
They never said that.
They don't have to. So, I started to wonder, maybe they're right. Maybe I'd be better off if I just forgot you completely. And Grandma. I thought I could start a whole new life here. But I kept hearing your voice. And I don't even remember what it said. I just remember hearing, I love you, and I failed you. And I hated that sound. I hated that sound, and I will never settle for it, because no one has failed me. I'm your daughter. That's what I choose to be. Someone who loves you, someone who can make you love me. At least nearly all the time. I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to prepare you. I'm going to cultivate you. I'm going to tend you.
Do you think I'm a garden?
Yes, and you need work.
It's fascinating being dead. Really, I find it's all how you approach a thing. Take me, for instance. I've just started this project in searching for life after eternity. So far, it's going very well.
We kept the wings. We even kept the movie. Echo makes me watch it sometimes, and she tries to point out what's positive in it. I must admit she tries very hard.
I love to
She made me promise not to leave her, and I'm one who can't forget a promise.
I love to watch that movie. To see them both together, moving and speaking.
Hello, I am Dorothea Westbrook, and I intend to prove that a man can, or in this case woman, can fly without the aid of any motor of any kind.
She was right, too. I've almost got Mom believing it. You know what I sometimes think about the Westbrook women? That no matter what we've done, no matter how we've done it, we're all three of us completely in our own way. Eleemosynary. Eleemosynary. Charitable. The giving of alms.